The air hung thick and hot. The smell of papyrus and dust choked the archive room. Kem, a young scribe, toiled over scrolls. His reed pen scratched hieroglyphs onto a fresh sheet. He was copying a centuries-old text, a tedious but vital task. It was the lifeblood of the pharaoh's grand library. One sweltering afternoon, Kem stumbled upon an anomaly, a hidden compartment tucked behind a crumbling papyrus roll. His pulse quickened. Inside lay a scroll, its papyrus brittle with age. He unfurled it cautiously. The ink was faded, but the elegant hieroglyphs were still clear. This was no ordinary text. This was the private journal of a high priestess from a forgotten era. He began to read, his heart pounding in his chest. The priestess wrote of prophecies and intrigue, of a hidden heir and a stolen throne. According to her words, the current pharaoh was not the true ruler of Egypt. He was an impostor, his bloodline tainted by treachery. Kem's world tilted. He reread the passage, his mind reeling. Could it be true? Could the very foundation of his world be a lie? Kem became obsessed. He spent his days lost in the dusty scrolls, searching for any scrap of information that might corroborate the priestess's claims. He cross-referenced genealogies, compared dates, and pored over ancient texts. Slowly, a chilling picture began to emerge. There were gaps in the official records, inconsistencies that he had previously dismissed as errors. Now, they appeared as deliberate omissions, carefully crafted to erase the rightful heir from history. As Kem dug deeper, a sense of dread crept over him. He realized the magnitude of what he had stumbled upon. If the truth were to come out, it would shatter the pharaoh's legitimacy and plunge Egypt into chaos. He was torn between his loyalty to the throne and his conscience. Could he be complicit in such a monumental deception? One evening, while walking through the palace gardens, Kem encountered Princess Nefertari. Her beauty was legendary, her eyes as blue as the Nile on a summer's day. They shared a forbidden glance, a silent acknowledgement of a connection that transcended their stations. Their encounters became more frequent, stolen moments in the palace gardens or hidden alcoves of the library. He found himself drawn to her intelligence, her compassion, and her fierce love for Egypt. But their love was a dangerous game. Discovery would mean certain death for Kem and disgrace for the princess. His secret gnawed at him, a heavy burden that he could not share, not even with her. Following the priestess's cryptic clues, Kem journeyed deep into the desert. He braved scorching sands and ancient curses, following the path she had laid out centuries before. Finally, he stood before a hidden entrance, concealed by time and the shifting sands. This was it, the forgotten pyramid, the last piece of the puzzle. Inside he found more than just ancient relics. He found proof. Inscriptions on the walls, artifacts hidden in secret chambers, all pointed to the same shocking truth. The priestess's tale was real. Standing in the heart of the pyramid, the weight of his discovery pressed down on it. He could expose the truth, but at what cost? It would mean plunging Egypt into chaos, betraying the pharaoh, and possibly losing Nefertari forever. But could he live with himself knowing the truth and doing nothing? He was torn, his heart a battlefield of loyalty and love, truth and duty. The fate of Egypt and his own destiny hung precariously in the balance.